Hey, good morning. It's beautiful out here again today. Sun's just peeking up above the clouds here. I just want to let you know we've had a couple people pop in on the comment board and they're suggesting you go visit some of these other channels. I'm not going to name their names, but I've been monitoring these channels for quite some time, and these are all about grand solar minimum. And unfortunately, the majority of these channels have migrated to think that they're just weathermen now. I'm not sure why they're on there, just showing you what's happening. And they will try to make something sound much worse than it is at this point. Yeah, there's a few things going on, but unfortunately it sounds too much like fear porn. They're trying to justify any little thing that happens is in support of their grand solar minimum theory. I think it's a little bit too early to tell yet, but like I said, I did a video, and I think there is a lot of merit in the past historical records that this kind of stuff happens, but I don't know yet that we're actually seeing sure signs. There's only one chart that I've seen. It had to do with North American snow that kind of went out of the normal bounds, but we're just going to have to watch that and see how it works out. But in any event, my channel is really just to show you how to grow your own food and how to stockpile food and prep the most cost-effective way possible. And sometimes we do things for convenience, like I've got a bunch of freeze-dried foods that I bought just because I needed to reach a certain goal in a certain amount of time, and now I'm coming back and I'm looking at more cost-effective ways of doing things, and I'm sharing that with you. A lot of these other channels, they don't really give you the type of content that I'm giving you. How to grow animals, how to grow food, and we're not going to be screaming and hollering and jumping up and down and saying the world is ending. That's not my style. My style is just to every day we try to improve. Now, I will tell you that I had a conversation with my grandmother on my dad's side on her deathbed, and she told me you just do the best you can. And at the time I was like, I don't know what, why would she say that to me? I was probably 20 years old or something, and but truthfully, that really should be our motto. We just do the best we can. Not everybody has the same resources, and so I'm going to try to show things. If you have a minimal budget, here's what you can do. If you have a medium-sized budget, here's what you can do. And if you have a good budget, here's what you can do. And we're all just going to have to try to figure out how to get there with the available means that we have. Like I said, I think if this really does go south like some of the predictions, we're going to have to combine resources. A lot of people with minimal means, you're going to have to get with other people, and because groups can live together much less expensive than individuals. Cooking meals, I learned this. We used to take a bunch of boys from the church camping over a long weekend, and I was the cook, and we'd have 40, 50 kids plus 10, 12 adults, and I would go get all the supplies together, and we would cook for that many people, multiple meals during the day. In fact, these were really hearty meals. I mean, in fact, one time we were out there near Thanksgiving, and I cooked a full Thanksgiving meal. Smoked turkeys that we smoked all day. We had, stuffing. We had, all the stuff that you normally would expect to have. And we were out in the middle of the woods, and I did this. But it was amazing to me how inexpensive we were able to cook for a large number of people. And we destroyed those meals. It was amazing. A lot of these kids, I don't think ever really ate that well. So the point I'm trying to make is you'll be surprised if you come together and you combine resources that you'll actually be more effective. In fact, just if you think about right now, the way we're expected to live, you have two houses side by side. In Florida, our houses were only like 12 feet apart, yet each house had an individual electric, each house had individual water, individual cable. So you can imagine if you combine multiple families together, you only have one of each of those bills. And they don't go up significantly when you do combine. So that's how you can have some significant savings. One insurance bill for the house, one real estate tax. All this stuff makes a huge difference. So we may end up moving back into, smaller communes, if you want to call it, or just, combining multiple generations of family. And I think that's just good financial advice, period. A lot of things we're doing here are just trying to get back to, let me show you this. My chickens are all having a good time first thing this morning, but I think it's about, trying to grow your own food, trying to eat better, clean eating they call it, so that you know exactly what's been going into your food, and just, all your fruits and vegetables, none of it's been sprayed with all this stuff. It's picked at ripeness rather than cardboard stage and then ripened artificially. It makes a huge difference, and I think, life's a little harder doing this. You're going to have to a little more time to accomplish, doing this, because it takes time. The initial setup is really what we call the non-recurring expense. It's a lot more time getting things set up, but then the maintenance level should be much better. All right, well, I just wanted to get that information out to you. I'll try to keep some of these comments moderated, and there's always some people that are going to take things to the extreme, and the world's ending, the short time to prepare, and I want to keep this more calm, cool, relaxed, and we're doing this just because we want to live better. We want to have like I said, our food more under our control, even reducing our reliance on utilities and things, having wood stoves, wood heat, because it's just, again, if the power goes out, we're going to be better off than the majority. All right, well, I hope you're having a great day. Hope everybody's treating you well, and God bless.